Welcome back. I've got stuff to get off my chest, and I can't believe we're still talking about this. But here we are. Enough is enough is enough is enough, everyone. Terrell Owens is a Hall of Famer. Vic Carucci, a voter, made his reasoning for keeping him out public yesterday in yesterday's edition of the Buffalo News. It was a complete and utter disgrace, a hatchet job by Vic Carucci, saying that while, yes, he's looked at T.O.'s stats, he also looked behind the stats, noting that in the height of his career, the Niners, the Eagles, and the Cowboys were all willing to let him go, despite his abilities on the fields. Because, as Carucci notes, and I quote, he was a horrible teammate, end quotes. This is why I continue to have a huge issue with the Hall of Fame voting process. I mean, are you kidding me? This is absurd. This is a joke. And Owens responded to Carucci with a series of tweets earlier today. First tweet, ask those people what made me a horrible teammate. Name or show them to me, and I'll show you a liar. Hashtag real talk. You're right, T.O. Followed by, unlike other sports, NFL contracts aren't guaranteed. So if I was such a horrible teammate or person, why didn't they cut me? Also fair. T.O. not done yet. You brought up your selective group of people. Sold you, but I'll go to my grave knowing that I was a good teammate. Hall of Fame or not, I'll be okay. Then he suggests more work to be done. I love this. I love this. Ask George Stewart, David Culley, Ray Sherman, what kind of person, teammate I was. They coached and saw me every day. No short encounters. I'll give you someone else you could ask. How about Rick Burkholder? Who's Rick Burkholder, you might ask? He's the trainer of the Philadelphia Eagles. When Terrell Owens was in a hyperbaric chamber, recovering from a major injury, getting ready to carry the Philadelphia Eagles to and then in the Super Bowl with a heroic performance. Understand a few things. He was an amazing 49er. He was there for 8 seasons. Contractual issue, he got out. Everybody wanted to sign him, including Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome and the Baltimore Ravens. People forget about that. The Eagles signed him. He was amazing. Then the contractual issue. By the way, blame T.O. for that. The sit-ups, the driveway, next question, Drew Rosenhaus. But he was an iconic player. But he left because of a contract situation. That was one. Then Dallas, he was dynamite. Absolutely, positively dynamite. I don't want to hear that Dallas got rid of him because of a contract. He was shot. Buffalo, Cincinnati, that doesn't count when you're talking about T.O. Terrell Owens, a top 2 or 3 receiver in NFL history. He should have been in on the first ballot. Let me tell you what this is about. Vic Carucci probably had a bad experience. Remember, he was a beat writer in Buffalo forever, okay? I don't want to hear this. I've interviewed T.O. 3 times. Twice, a total nightmare. He was rude. He was arrogant. I interviewed him when he was a Cowboy. I interviewed him when he was a Philadelphia Eagle. Awful. I interviewed him after he retired. He was wonderful. But there are so many writers who take this personally. You want to go through bad character guys in the Hall of Fame? Seriously. You want to talk about guys who had major issues on and off the field? You want to talk about guys who are in the Hall of Fame like John Riggins, who I used to work with, who I love, I consider a friend? He held out for a full season because of a contractual situation. This is all personal. And the writers, honestly, get rid of them. Seriously. Time to change the voting process, get broadcasters in, younger voters, players. Terrell Owens should have been in on the first ballot. This is personal, and I've got a problem with it.